Mike's Daily Podcast.
They tried to shut us down. We had to prove them wrong because
Mike's Daily Podcast
is unstoppable. The CDC came by and closed me down, but I said no. I am going to stay open because people flow into here and then they leave, but they don't carry a disease. They're wonderful and healthy, and they don't show any symptoms. So they're asymptomatic. Asymptomatic people
Mike's Daily Podcast
are the happiest people. Asymptomatic. So yes, welcome to Cafe Anyway, where we are
Mike's
social distancing
Daily
and not actually here,
Podcast.
because that would be actually illegal, I guess.
Yeah!
Yet, what is going on with where are we reopening? Apparently, California churches can resume in-person services, but worshipers will be limited to 100 people, and they should wear masks, avoid sharing prayer books, and skip the collection plate. What's the point then? The churches are like, wait a minute. How are we supposed to get any money then? There's PayPal. What the heck is PayPal? Stop with that talk. No, I'm a hip pastor and I know all about PayPal. PayPastor is what I'm going to start. That website. You could start it yourself. You're welcome. But yeah, the California Department of Public Health released a framework under which county health departments can approve the reopening of churches, mosques, synagogues, and other houses of worship. Is the House of Blues a house of worship? I don't know. And can you even, okay, here's my little suggestion for you. Don't ever go to the House of Blues on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood. There's no place to park. The people there are mean as can be. The sound is awful. I've been to the House of Blues twice. Or 3 times actually. Dang, I just realized.
And here's today's podcast picture.
Once to see Five for Fighting, and I got to talk to John Ondrasik before that because he's the nicest guy on the planet. I don't have a picture with John Ondrasik though. I then saw Joss Stone once. Did not get to meet her, but she's tall and she performs barefoot. And then there was the band called, what were they called? Blue Monday? No. But they had that Into the Ocean song. Into the ocean I must go. Into the ocean I must go. That one. I wanna sit, but I don't know how. Basil's singing along with me there. Yeah. Oh, you don't like my? All right. Well. All right. I'm Blue October. I couldn't. That was bugging me. They are tweaking the name. Elon Musk and his baby mama Grimes, his significant other, have renamed their son. It was originally something odd, and now it's not as odd, I guess. Let's see. It is, the baby's confusing. They have altered the unique moniker. A fan asked Grimes if the couple changed the name of their newborn son due to a California law that requires only alphabetical letters. They did make a tweak to AXAEA-12. Yes. The 12, what? The baby's name has been changed to changing the 12 to Roman numerals. And that's how that was changed. It is still unclear how to pronounce the name or if it is even legal. Meanwhile, Elon Musk is going to be launching a spaceship in the near future. I talked to my mom yesterday. They're excited in Florida about the upcoming launch. The first one to be launched in 10 years. My mom and I saw the last, I think it was the second to the last space shuttle take off. That was pretty cool. When you're in Florida and you see a day launch, it really is, wow, inspiring. The podcast picture today is sort of a mirror picture of yesterday's podcast picture. We had the Washington Monument last picture. This one is of an Egyptian monument of some sort. It's got hieroglyphics. And it is sitting there, or it used to sit, I don't know if it still is, but it should be, at New York's Central Park. I was in Central Park. Wow, that long ago? Dang. I was there almost 12 years ago. And my dog, who you just heard bark, is almost going to be 12. So, there you go. That's the interesting, that 12 has surfaced again, the number 12 on this podcast. How odd is that? So you've probably taken a lot of pictures. That's probably safe to say, as I have. But when you've taken photos and videos on your smartphone, how often do you look at those? If the answer is not often, you're not alone. I am reading from a Costco article, but I find it fascinating because I know people do not look at their pictures. They'll show, oh wait, let me show you this one picture, and they'll look it up for you and then show it on that tiny screen on the phone. Like, what is the point? Maybe you'll post it on Instagram, maybe Facebook, maybe Snapchat. Instead, you can better appreciate the photos and videos and relive the memories associated with them when they're on your big screen television. And the quality, the amount of pixels in the average photo that you can take on your phone now can fill that screen and look as clear as day. My lovely lady friend did a video recently, or she's in the process of making a video having to do with the therapy practice that she works for, where they're going to be, her practice is going to be doing videos to, helpful tips and ideas psychologically related. And she is, her practice, they're using a, I think just like a regular tablet to take the video. It's that quality, that good in the tablets and smartphones today and laptops. Many smartphones users take advantage of cloud backup, which automatically uploads all photos and videos to an online account just in case the photo is lost, stolen, or damaged. This is done through apps such as Google Photos, OneDrive, Dropbox, I think, what's the Apple one? iCloud. Although didn't a couple years ago, a couple women, actresses, their iClouds got broken into and oops, I took nude pictures, oops, and that got leaked into the internet world. So yeah, that is the one thing, the security, the privacy. If you have a smart TV, you could install the same apps on your television to view all your images there. You'll need to log into the same cloud account on your TV as your phone. With Apple's iCloud, you'll need an Apple TV box to wirelessly stream content. As we go outside a cafe anyway, where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valentino. Today, the last place on earth. By the way, I just want to say really quickly, the CDC guy that popped by last show was played by a guy named Vince, who does a really good podcast. He has it on hiatus, I think, for the moment, but it's Vince in the Bay. And I think he still has the website, vinceinthebay.com, so check that out, because he has some interesting, also internet-related type content that's very helpful. Many smart TVs let you wirelessly cast images from your smartphone. I have not done this yet, but I've heard about that. It depends on the type of TV you have. And I think Chromecast, Roku, AirPlay do that, Miracast. If you're an Android user, you can plug your phone into the TV USB port using your charging cable. Make sure the phone is unlocked. The image should appear on the screen as thumbnail images. So this is going to become more and more easy, and people are going to become more and more interested in seeing their photos on the big screen. Let's say you have a party. Once we eventually are able to go to phase 1, collect underpants. Phase 2, phase 3, profit. That's every time I hear the phases, phase 1, phase 2, California is entering phase 2 or whatever, I want to do that. I want to do that little South Park homage. Hey, we're outside a cafe anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valentino. Let's say hi to some people.
Hello, my commercial. It's Madame Rootabega, and where's your lady friend? Oh.
Yes, we were supposed to have my lovely lady friend on this show. Maybe she'll pop by. She's heading over to the cafe anyway, but... By the way, I didn't know Sizzlers was one of my neighbors here at Cafe Anyway. I just did not know that until the CDC guy came here, but he never circled back. He never circled back around, thankfully, and I hate that expression. Look who else is here.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the parking attendant.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
Mike, I think I'm very asymptomatic day.
Yeah, asymptomatic. Do you know that?
It's totally automatic. It's Pointer Sisters and a song they did. Totally da-da-da-da. Okay. Well, I hope you had a good Memorial Day. And yes, I know you've heard everyone say it, but I say it from my heart. To anybody in your family who died in the line of service to our country, be it a soldier, be it in some other capacity helping this country, thank you so much. For example, in fighting the coronavirus. And our president did say something very nice today in his speech that really stood out about how he paid homage to the people. I've said homage a couple of times. What am I, French? To the people that are working hard in the front lines. And I thank you too as well, because you're in harm's way. And you are fearless, and you have helped many people, and thank you. Wow. It's an interesting time, isn't it? But let's stay positive. We'll get through this. We will. There will be times when we may forget these times, these hard times. And we may get a little full of ourselves and may get a little bit lost in the little things that are unimportant. And we should remember these times, these very tricky times, difficult times, when people were brave and stood up and took a stand and were amazing. And I guess that's why we have days like this, to remember the heroes, the amazing people that were brave and got us through. And the reason why we're here is because of them. So let's do that, and I tip my hat to you. I pay homage to you for sticking in there and being strong through these times. Hang in there. Good times are ahead, and we should always remember that when the times were tough and that we got through them. Okay, that's all I had to say about that. Next show, it'll be the wonderful Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the engineer. Tell me what you think about all this. You can call me at 336-MM Daily. 3 plus 3 equals 6. MM as in Mike Matthews. Daily as in what this podcast has been now for a couple days. Sometimes we get interrupted. But there we go. FF episode today, 2046. 2046. 2046. That's right. That's how you say that particularly large number. Take it away, A-Friend.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!